Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? I want to just sort of focus on the rest of the month, the rest of January. We're a little past the midpoint here. January is a very powerful month, especially this year. And we've sort of eased into this energy that will be January and then the next 18 months. 17 months. So, this is the rest of January for all signs. If you found this reading and if it resonates, then it's for you. Remember that there aren't any readings out there that aren't biased in a little way because all readings are influenced by the reader and the time in which they're pulled. No reading comes out of a vacuum. So, let's see what's up for the rest of July. We have the Two of Cups, and it's not July, it's January. It's January. So, what was happening in July? Ask yourself that question. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. What do y'all see here? A lot of merriments, a lot of opportunities to count blessings. But first and foremost, let's address the elephant in the room, or the crow in the room, as it is. So the Eight of Swords is very much self-imprisonment. A little bit of self-sabotage. But the self-imprisonment comes from one's own mind, in the case of the Eight of Swords, right? The self-sabotage comes from the mind. Swords are very intellectual. It's the thinking suit. Let's pull in the Ten of Cups. Let's see what clarifiers we have with the Rider-Waite-Smith. This almost looks like the first half of January, doesn't it? But it's not. Ten of Cups, why is it here? I'm getting strong influences of community, camaraderie, partnership. It's not just celebration, it's celebration within the context of community. Ten of Cups, why is it here? You're not dancing in the dark alone with no one watching. Other people see you. Other people see you shine. Other people celebrate your success. Queen of Cups on the bottom to clarify the Ten of Cups. Six of Swords, the Fool, and the Chariot. It's almost like, let me just it's almost like there is success not inspired by, but despite the new beginning. There's success coming in, but it's disguised as this January, as this new beginning, as this new era. There's also some heaviness with that Six of Swords. I think that some of you might have a predisposition to go a little bit disassociative. And I understand, a lot of us are not okay with what's happening on Monday, on the 20th. And I get it. But what the universe is saying is that regardless of the hopelessness that you might feel and the desire to run away, even if it's in your own mind, and disassociate and almost pretend like it's not happening. How about we don't do that? How about instead we double down? Because now is not the time to go quietly and wait until the time is better for you. This is the time, regardless of what is going on. We're definitely going to get a Devil card. I know we are, because what we're talking about is this very conceptual human identity and things that we've put into place, whether they be politics, or infrastructure, the things that we've put into place that have disconnected us from our spirit. So that's the Devil card. All right, why is the King of Pentacles here? Knight of Wands on the bottom. The Ten of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Yeah. So in continuation of what's happening here, this really is the end of a way of being, right? For a lot of us. I think there's great change, but there's also greater change coming. I think regardless of how hopeless the situation is, a collective manifestation is so necessary right now. So rather than diving into hopeless despair or being upset at what's happening, it's really important just to focus on the potentiality of ultimate judgment, of an ultimate end of a way of being, of a way of thinking, and how you can be more compassionate and more collective in your actions and less isolated. Isolation and the void of exchange of thoughts, this sort of vacuum of commerce between us in terms of our thoughts and our perspectives, that's what got us into this situation to begin with. Closed-mindedness. If we have to have the end of thinking and the end of an idea and the end of this hierarchy of thought, the end of a way of being, of doing, let's start with something different. The Ten of Pentacles here. I mean, I know my audience, right? To a certain extent, right? I know people who won't watch tarot. And then I know a few people who wouldn't think they'd watch tarot, but they do. I see you. Ten of Pentacles, why is it here? That's okay. You're welcome. You are welcome. Closeted tarot watchers are always welcome. You can be as woo-woo as you want on your own time. And I think that's what this reading particularly is speaking to as well, because you can be as woo-woo as you want outside of your own time too. If there was ever a moment in your lifetime where you could be your authentic self and be as weird as you want, dye your hair purple, walk around town, this is the age of Aquarius. Do you know Aquarians? Do you have any in your life? Do you know how weird those MFs are? They are weird. I love them so much. And they're weird, and it's great. But guess what? We can all do that right now. You want to cut your hair and dye it dark blue, do it. If you want to wear the most outrageous outfit, if you want to start wearing kilts, if you want to start wearing dresses, if you want to wax your eyebrows, if you want to start speaking in tongues in office meetings, if you want to... This is the time, dude. This is the time to go after the weirdness. And, you know, for those of you who are looking at woo-woo stuff and nobody knows, it's okay. You can let people know. You're on the plus side of this. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups, Temperance. Told you the devil was going to come out. Told you. Page of Swords. So, listen. The reason that might look a little dark and a little voodoo-y is because it is. Especially in this particular deck. This end of this the end of the self-sacrifice, the end of the constructs, you know, whether you like it or not, because they're going to come out. Constructs of humanity and civilization are going to be rearranged in this time, in this energy, whether you like it or not. So you can be mad or upset or frustrated at particular figures and the way that they're doing this, but it's going to happen whether you like it or not. It's just, you know, it might not happen in the way you want it to happen, but it's going to happen. And if some of the way in which it happens, the leaders are going to be pretty obnoxious and pretty youthful in terms of their understanding of the higher consciousness, right? Some of them will be so married to the devil that they'll redesign the structures without even knowing it, because they think they're digging deep in their social engineering when in fact it's an upheaval. Does that make sense? Probably not. Oh gosh, you know, I don't care. If it makes sense, it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You've got to be patient. all I can say, all I can really recommend is there are so many things that you do not have control over, right? Especially the rest of January. Man, I was going to do this reading like on January 20th, but apparently this is that reading. So there are so many things that you do not have control over. You really don't. And if you give so much care and concern and get so frustrated over things that you do not have control over, you are martyring yourself with no actionable benefit at all. Like none. Zero. Self-sacrifice in a very dumb way. Okay? I'm just saying. If there's something that you feel like might provide some type of positive return on your investment of time or energy or frustration, then fine. But most of us don't have that kind of control. Okay, so that being said, the one thing you can do is realign your own energies, is be powerful within yourself, is to elevate yourself, is to amass your destiny and get on that path. And then in your thoughts and dreams and prayers, just manifest the shit out of the greater good. And let it go to the universe. Say, just prayers and wishes and everything for the greater good of humanity. And let everyone see a compassionate existence, and let everyone be healed, happy, healthy, and then let it go. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. It's got the Seven of Wands. It's worth fighting for. Counting the reserves. Fighting oppositional thoughts. Those include internal oppositional thoughts. Those include the doom scrolling and the voices at work and the voices at home and the voices just... Seven of Wands. To have the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Two of Wands. This passion of yours doesn't have to be so dichotomous. Hippopotamus, dichotomous, dichotomating. Words are just words. Shh. It's okay. All right. So this doesn't have to be such a challenge between two things. I think sometimes you see this or that, black or white. This is why the mutable signs are doing so much better than the rest of the other signs, okay? Because there's gray area there that they can see. That, and they can flow back and forth between the black and the white, the right and the wrong, the yes and the no. And they get it. It's not all that. There's a little bit of conflict and a little bit of peace in everything. How woo-woo is that for you? Just make sure that your woo-woo doesn't go way out there and go crazy. We don't want this Ten of Cups to be delulu. Okay? Wow. Okay. Eight of Swords. Why is it here? Yeah. Why is it here? The Eight of Swords. I mean, I'm talking to y'all, obviously, but to any other person in the whole world, including, I don't know, my animals might get it, but any other person in the whole world. I'm sitting at a table and talking to myself as I pull cards, but it is what it is, you know? We're never really alone, are we? All right, Eight of Swords. And I don't mean that in a cultural way. I mean that in a spiritual way. I don't mean that in a human way. Okay. Eight of Swords. I don't mean Big Brother is watching you all the time and the phone is listening to you, the refrigerator is listening to you, the TV is listening to you. Yes, that is true. But what I mean is you're spiritually never alone. Oh my gosh, I have to watch every word that I say with y'all. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, why is it here? Okay. The Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. The Ten of Wands. The Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So there is, I'm going to move the props. There is for some of you this element of, you know, incoming, it's a little bit more lusty than lovey, okay? There's incoming lust. I think a lot of you will sort of decline it. Whether it's somebody you know or somebody new, I think there's a really a good opportunity to get freaky with somebody in the next couple weeks. And I think some of you are going to just decline it. Just leave yourselves out in the cold. Either you're not feeling it, you're not feeling them. I mean, do whatever you want, but I don't know. Let me pull one more card on it. Oh, the Hanged Man. Yeah, that's you. Let me just pull a card, universe, on the energy that wants to get freaky with them. Come on. It's a pretty lusty energy with the Knight of Wands. And the Queen of Cups here. Okay. We got the Two of Cups. Yep, we got the Four of Cups. We got the Ace of Wands. See how strong and firm that Ace of Wands is? Hey, this channel is not for kids. But that's for you, baby. That is for you. And I don't mean to be vulgar, but come on now. It's 2025, right? So that you do have this very passionate forward movement coming at you. I think your energy might be putting them off a bit. So if you, it's almost like they turn around before they even truly get there because you're putting off this sort of get away from me energy. You know, babes, if you want to have a little spicy little romance in the next 2 weeks, there's enough heavy shit going on, okay? There's enough heavy stuff going on. You know, get yourself a situation of grooming, of the way that you do your hair, of the way that you feel about yourself, of the way that you take care of yourself. Get yourself in a situation where you could accept this type of energy to come in if you want it. If you don't do anything, because I think you're basically turning it off right before it gets to you. So it's there. It's definitely there. It's just like you're like, yeah, no. And they see your no face, your Y and F, not RBF, but Y and F. They see your no face. So no. So they're gonna, but I think it could be, this could buy, I'm a little I'm a little shook up because of the size of that thing. But this could be this lusty energy that comes towards you. It could be one of those situations where once you get into it, you like have like a really strong like chemistry connection. Like, you know, like when you there's and everybody shut it off by now, so I am just talking to myself at this point. But you know, there's like, I read this quote today, where it's like, if you think out of body experiences are cool, try inhabiting your body fully with your entire psyche. And that's kind of what this energy might provide. Once you get freaky with this person, you might have like an in-body experience that's better than an out-of-body experience. So hey, that's something to look forward to. It's not all, okay, this is, you know, heavy and tumultuous and stuff is coming and going in humanity, but you know, bang one out with a potential spiritual partner. Get to feeling what it feels like to truly be in your body. Yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope this resonated with someone. And I honestly wish you, if you're watching this, the absolute, well, even if you're not watching this, I don't care. I wish everyone on this little planet could be compassionate towards each other and the animals and everything, every other energy, and that we're happy and that we're healthy and that we're living in a state of understanding, of learning, of this human existence is so short for all of us. So I hope that everyone recognizes the incredible opportunity and gifts that they are given. Okay. Thanks, guys.